All right, welcome back to Mastering MMA. I'm Coach Lee here with you. I'm out on a nice little morning jog, fasted run. A couple things I got today. The importance of running as a fighter. I was reading a article, not an article, a Facebook post where somebody was asking about what to do for cardio for a fighter. And I saw a couple people saying that running did nothing. Well, when I was fighting, my ability to have great cardio was one of the things that made me most confident going into fights. I felt like if my opponent didn't take me out in the first, say, minute and a half to 2 minutes, they wouldn't be able to keep pace with me. So, let's talk about what I did. Now, this wasn't necessarily at the beginning of my career, but at the end, when I was just blowing through people. When I was running, I did distance runs, but that wasn't all I did. And even then, I had a lot of people tell me that the distance run didn't help you at all because it was different. I'll tell you why I disagree. I believe the distance run helps you because it builds your baseline. Right? It doesn't help you with the explosive power. It doesn't help with any of that. But it gives you endurance to be able to not completely die after you go through that explosion. Right? I do other things to help out with that explosion. So, the other thing I do to help build that base is treadmill work. Right now I'm doing some road work. This is going to be long distance. I much prefer getting outside and running than running on a treadmill. While I hate them both, they're both pretty boring. I do it because I like to be good at other stuff.
9 minutes.
Alright, the other thing I would do is I would run on a treadmill and I would run 5-minute and 10-second rounds. I wanted to add those last couple seconds so my body didn't decide it wants to stop right at 5 minutes every time. Sometimes I go 15, sometimes I go 5:05, but you get the idea. I wanted to keep my body guessing so it didn't have a shutdown point that it was used to. Like, oh, 5 minutes, we're done, period. But I would run at 10 miles an hour, which is the fastest my treadmill will run. And I would run it on an incline with a large respirator on, like you'd see somebody wearing if they were in a spray paint booth, with the 2 canisters on each side. And I would do rounds of that. So by the time I was fighting, or by the time fight day came, I was usually running 5-minute and couple second rounds at 10 mile an hour with the respirator on an incline, which gave me a whole lot of confidence going into my fights that my cardio would hold up. Also with that, I would never slow it down. I would just jump off. So at the end of my 50-second break, so I didn't give myself a full minute either. At the end of my 50-second break, I would be right back to 10 mile an hour, not waiting on it to build back up. So that made it immediately heart rate jump. We're in the fight. Let's go. So back to the road work. The reason I like this is it builds that baseline for long time endurance. And I know it doesn't sound like it now because I am huffing and puffing because I don't fight anymore. I haven't even competed in a grappling match in a long time, just because life is crazy. So this is the first time I've probably ran any kind of distance in, I would say, 8 months, maybe longer. So we're struggling a little bit. But I do enjoy this beauty this morning. I'll give you a look at my scenery right now. I kind of like living in the middle of nowhere when you get to do this type of stuff. Anyways, about the baseline. This builds that endurance baseline, which I don't so much need in a normal fight, but I might need if something happened that I needed to save myself or someone else, whether it be a fight or another situation, right? Just being in general good health is a good thing. And also, you can really see my black eye here. It's actually gotten a lot better. It's actually from a drill kicking back on remodeling my house in a crawl space. So, that's not the way I like to get them. If I was getting a black eye, I wish it was from sparring. But if I can build this long endurance, right, and be able to hold a good pace, that allows me to train a lot harder, right? Which in turn definitely affects my fight. Not so much that I need this super long endurance, but for training purposes, if I can get in there and spar or roll 20 rounds instead of spar or roll 5 or 6, I'm getting a lot more solid training. It definitely lets me go for a lot longer. And while I haven't done road work in a long time, or pretty much any cardio, other than when the gym was still open and I was grappling and sparring, I would go in super early on Saturday mornings, and my Saturdays would be about 4 hours of getting it, and then me teaching classes, which I still got a little bit in because we would spar or roll or whatever at the end. While I'm out here, part of the reason I'm just recording my run is not only to tell y'all why I like my fighters to run, but also I've really let myself go during this coronavirus thing where everything's shut down, gym's not open. Sorry for the bad lighting there. I've changed directions, I'm heading back. It'll be a little less than 4 miles. But I think that's pretty decent for a first time in months and months and months light distance run. Now I'm really not pushing myself at all. I'm only to go, it just told me I'm at a little less than a 9.5 minute pace. So we're just kind of cruising along today. I'm going to get a couple distance runs in before I really push myself. The other thing I like to do is at the end of my distance run, I sprint. And that sprint becomes longer and longer the more I do it. I don't think that's going to happen today. It's early Saturday morning, and I have a pile of stuff to do, and my body's not used to this yet. But the reason I sprint at the end of the road work, possum ahead of me. The reason I sprint at the end of my road work is because I want to finish a fight strong. Right? If we're in a close fight, which I hope I'm not, I like to get in there, finish, go home and celebrate. But if we're in a close fight, we want to be able to finish strong no matter how tired our bodies are. Right? We want to go in there and push the pace. And if they can keep up with it for that long, we want to push harder at the end and let them know that we got more heart than them. Just steal their soul is our goal. So think about that at the end of your runs, at the end of your workouts. at the 30-second bell on your training timer, right? 30 seconds left in a round. Go hard. Find that submission. Don't worry about how tired you are. You got a little bit of a break coming up after that 30 seconds or whatever you got that morning timer at. All right, so I'm going to do a small giveaway here. I'm really looking for a name for the gym. I've got a couple I like. So what I plan on doing is on Facebook, if you're not in the group, I'll post the link in the comments below. But the Mastering MMA group, I am going to do a giveaway for the name. So it's going to be a small giveaway, right? Because it's really not helping out my channel too much, other than getting some interactive stuff happening with people who are watching my content, which I love. The more questions you ask, the more it guides me on how to teach you all. But it drives me crazy with the gym not having a name, well, the home gym. And I plan on doing stuff there even after the MMA Institute opens back up, which I can't wait for, hoping for first of next month. But we need this name, so get in the Facebook group. I'll PayPal you $10. That's how I'm going to do it. Super simple. But we're running through the Facebook group. I'm going to do a lot of stuff through there. My last giveaway, I had somebody try to contact me over Instagram who had changed their pictures and their name and everything to the winners. Luckily, I found out before I sent them anything, any numbers from the card or anything, and I got the card to the rightful winner. Only reason I found out was because I started asking questions and it seemed suspicious. So this is a guy who lives like one city away, and I know of him from the past. I actually worked with his son at the gym and him a little bit, but I contacted him other ways because it seemed a little fishy when I started asking questions. Since then, the name's come up, and the name's been changed back to whatever her real name was in her real pictures. And basically, she's a loser, right? If you're in this group, you can leave. I don't need people like that around. But, so we're going to do this over Facebook. That way, it's going to be real easy for me to do this giveaway. Let me get off the road car. All right, so to make it easy for me to do this giveaway, we can pick a winner, and you can just send me your email through Messenger, and I'll PayPal you. How we're going to do it is we're going to put a post up. I've got a couple of good name suggestions so far, but I'm going to put a post up and let everybody post their suggestions in there. I'll pick some that I like. I'll do a new post where people vote on the winner just by clicking like, and then we'll pick a name out of that, and I will send the $10. If there's a tie, we will do another post with whoever tied for first place and have people vote on that until we get a winner, or we're down to 2 and it's not seeming to break. So I'm going to make this kind of a short one. Today's Saturday. I'm going to, next Saturday, pick the names I like and repost, and then we'll run a vote from there. I'll write on there when I'm going to end that one, and we'll have a winner hopefully within about a week and a half. All right, so that's probably the most exciting part of this video for you guys. The most exciting part for me is I had a guy, James O'Connor. He's a jiu-jitsu player, owns a school in Indiana, I believe. He's got his YouTube channel. He posts a lot on Facebook. Great technique. He does a lot of different stuff. but he challenged me. He saw where I was trying to grow my channel, messaged me, and was giving me some tips and stuff. And he challenged me to do 90 videos in 90 days. Now, at first I told him that, you know, as soon as the gym opened back up, I'd get to it. I'd go ahead and schedule some videos out so I knew what I was doing. So I'm still gonna schedule them ahead of time. There's definitely gonna be some that I just come up with an idea and I'm like, man, we gotta record this now and hit it. I'll be doing solo drills. My better half, Jen, she's gonna be helping me out with some stuff. She's done very little training. It's all been with me. She's done, I know, a couple grappling sessions with me, a handful of them. Then she had a major back issue and was out for a long time. Scary stuff. But she was actually in the hospital for a long time with that. They had to do a real dangerous surgery. So she was out for quite a while. She's done some striking stuff with me and just recently started doing some more striking stuff. So she is super green, but it's going to kind of work out for most of you guys, because even if you don't have an experienced partner and you're still having to practice social distancing, you can pretty much use anybody. Your mom, your significant other, your dad, your kids, your siblings, whoever's willing to be there for you, right? We can make this happen, right? I'm trying to push myself to get back into shape. I'd like to go back to the gym better shape than I left. Like I say, we're opening up in about a month. So I'm trying to push myself. So I'm going to be doing a lot of these workouts too. But some of these videos are going to be short. It might be a single move, a single combination, something quick. Won't be as detailed as my classes or as long, right? So we might pick one section of it and be detailed about, instead of starting out with the super basic jab and then working up. Some of my stuff will be me showing details on super basic jabs, or, you know, different ways to set up the jab. But it might be some quicker videos because I don't have the time to put into editing and all that stuff at this point. If you're out there saying, yeah, you know, nobody's got time, we are completely remodeling a floor of the house. We're doing probably 85% of the work ourselves. We have a small farm, some chickens, stuff like that, dogs, things like that. We have 3 young kids, one older kid who takes care of himself, and he's actually a college kid, so, you know, I see him here and there. But, so that's why we're so busy, on top of the fact that we both work full time. So this is going to be a huge challenge for me just to get the videos out. But on top of that, I want to push myself, and I want to get back in at least decent shape before we get back to the gym. So, big shout out to James O'Connor. I appreciate the motivation, and I'm going to be trying to push through this. I'm not 100% on this success rate here, but even if I do fail, I'm gonna get as close as I can get, right? I'm sure there's gonna be days where, like yesterday, chicken got sick, had to go get some medicine for it. Oil needed to be changed in the car. We had some issues with some stuff we're working on at the house that had to be taken care of right away. So those things happen. So if I got a slow day, I might go ahead and hit a video of me working out, giving you all something to do with a workout, and then I might hit another technique video that's going to go up at some other point. So I'm going to try to put out a video a day is the goal. There might be days where I have to double up for whatever reason, but I'm going to do my best to push through this, make it happen. So I definitely appreciate him motivating me there. And then, as I say, I want to step it up, push myself a little harder. So I'm getting close to the end of my run. I'll show you the numbers here in a minute. All right, so here's my numbers. I kept under 10, which was what my goal was for this, being it's the first time I've ran in forever. But, you know, a little over 3 3/4 miles. Don't think that's bad for the first time running in a couple months. I am definitely going to feel this for the next couple days, so it'll be light on the legs the next couple days. There might be some light jogs, mile or less, maybe a bike ride or something. But as you can tell, I'm walking around right now, doing a little cool down, hoping my legs don't cramp up. As this was a fasted run, I haven't drank anything, I haven't eaten anything this morning. But I'm excited about this challenge. I hope you all will kind of get in on this some. If I'm posting a video a day, hopefully you all can get in a couple workouts a week. Try to keep up with it, get in as many as you can. Like I say, some of them are going to be short, so I might show one technique and you can drill a 5-minute round of it. And if you missed yesterday, do whatever I did the day before, right? And we will hopefully enter back to the gyms better martial artists and better health. So if you haven't already, click like on this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything, and leave any kind of comments you have there. Like I say, I will leave the link to James O'Connor's YouTube channel and the Facebook group. Make sure you're in that so you can submit names for the drawing and win $10. I know it's not a lot, but who doesn't want a free $10? Anyways, keep training, stay safe, and I will be back on this tomorrow.